I'm really happy that I have this opportunity to try out this technology. Whether or not it's successful in the ways that I might have wanted or expected it is not really the outcome of why I'm doing what I'm doing. I am doing this purposefully because I want to open up my realm of thinking and doing and focus on, you know, I love film. I absolutely love film. That is one of my favorite. I love watching film. I love making film. And I am always challenged by the staging and the lighting for things. And I see now that people have like the actual camera with like the ring of light around it and stuff. And that seems to work really well for the up close stuff. Like you could see deep in my eyes. And I guess if that's what you're going for, that's awesome. And so, just to go ring back around to what I was saying, in research, a lot of things that this next generation has an advantage is like y'all have the internet and so many different realms. People are providing like that free literature for tarot all over the internet. So, at your own disclosure and what you are trying to specifically understand or go through, their Java update available. I need to stop sending me those notifications. That can be found just as easy as you Google it. Like, how do I do what are some suggested daily spreads? What are some financial spreads that might be nice to look at? What are some relationship spreads? What are some self care spreads? Like there are a lot of realms. And then I think that there is a forum that has really good feedback, even though it's a little dated because it is from several years ago. But I found that it was useful. Generally, what you're going to find when it's like a kind of a complicated inquiry is like maybe this is, at your own, use your own intuition and try to find a way to communicate with your cards or develop the understanding between you and your cards so that you can really get the answer that you're seeking or that you're looking for. And figure out like what are your values? Why are you doing what you're doing? For me, I never really had a great way to communicate like the things that I wanted or needed in the world around me. So I had to find different realms of communication. And as a result, I got really inspired when I would use the tarot deck that I had. And now I feel like a whole new person because to have that, with the tarot selfies by May and, all the support, my unit, people that really stood by me and helped me achieve those goals. I don't ever want to take that for granted in my process of so called success. I wish there's a way to change the filter now with this live, and I don't think there is. I don't think there is. It is what it is. Next time, let's do a quick 5 for the road to take away. It doesn't look that bad. It just looks like a cartoon. We got a lot of shading. It's like, hello. And now on my YouTube, I'm just making weird faces. 4 minutes and 43 seconds of just chat. What are 5 things that I need to know today? But first, a candle for your thoughts. Maybe a good smelling incense. Let's do jasmine today. I just feel like this energy that's like, I don't know if it's just lethargic or if it's just like, this is gonna smell good. I think I'm just hungry. You ever have those moments where you're like, I gotta eat? Feeling really hungry. Well, that is that moment. And so let's wrap this up. All right, one more shuffle of it. What are 5 things you need to know for today? King of Wands, which now I don't know how well you can see that. Still backwards, even with that filter. King of Wands, my interpretation is dynamism and embracing one's passions. This is a fire card, and it is the court cards. Traditionally, it talks about someone, an older, mature person that is very dynamic and is following their passions. Not just following their passions, but truly embracing them for all that they are. They are a vibrant spirit and they have a lot of Leo energy as well as Cancer. They do things often to create a better life for themselves, improving their home, spending more time with family, dedicated, loyal to the family. And it's king. They're in charge of their domain. Excuse me. Knight of Cups, reversed. Knight of Cups is all about charm and expanding consciousness. It is a water element. And the last card was also, as well as this one, a day-to-day situation, challenge, conflict. Especially when we consider if upright, the Knight of Cups is a messenger. All knights are messengers. They're all incoming with a message. And I feel like this message has a lot to do with how we expand our consciousness by relating to others, maybe, by relating to ourselves, by finding what is pleasing and emulating that, using a lot of both Pisces energy that's very intuitive and Aquarius energy that is very revolutionary thought. And reverse tells me that is a place we need to come to emotionally. The balance between detachment and attachment. Between dreams and reality. Next card, 10 of Wands, reversed. 10 of Wands upright is a day-to-day issue that talks about oppression and the finale of a desired outcome. It is another fire element card, and generally it is about an unfair burden on our shoulders or carrying. I think even reversed has more to do with carrying much more than we're able to handle beyond the burden and having to leave some things behind, realizing that the finale of the desired outcome, you know, once we are aware of what oppresses us, we can finally get to the place that we're trying to be. Instead of explaining it, we don't have to explain ourselves to get to our destinations. We can get to our destinations and finally be free of what has held us back from those things. Another fire card for gosh sakes. This is the Five of Wands and it's reversed. Right, talks about knowledge imprisoned in the flesh. That reminds me of like how trauma can be stuck in the body physically. Even if we overcome a situation, some things are physically stuck in the body until we're able to move them through the body. Because also, I was just thinking about this, my current health condition, cortisol comes into the body when we are stressed. It is already a chemical that we produce, but it is possible that cortisol, is underlying. If we don't find a way to move some of that stuff through, it gets stuck in the body and it can cause inflammation, and that is really distressing, honestly. And so, and knowing that we can be beyond this, I mean, I am somewhere between. I had all this training to be a massage therapist, and also I moved 7 times in 7 years. So I feel like being uprooted is not an unusual thing for me. I can handle being uprooted. I can handle everything falling apart and starting over again. But my body has to catch up to that. So maybe or maybe now it's like when maybe I am having a hard time really seeing that things are better than they've ever been. I just read some old stuff and I recycled it because I was like, nope, no more. That's no longer part of my life. I really have improved my life from that moment when I wrote that. And that is something worth validating. Just gotta let the body catch up till we deal with what's going on. It's part of you. All right, last card of the day is the World. Major life lesson. The last card in the Major Arcana talks about culmination in the divine light of universal consciousness. And it's upright. So, it's pretty cool. If I were to pull it all together, I would say in order to culminate the divine light of universal consciousness, we must learn what is trapped in the flesh, what knowledge we need to know, overcome the things that oppress us or hold us back from our full potential so we can finally reach our goals or our desired outcome. Using our charm, we are expanding our consciousness to create a dynamic force of energy that is absolutely embracing one's passions. All right, that's it. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.